Last year, in 2012, there were reported 411 suicides in San Diego County. Since then, there's been some things done to reduce the number of self-inflicted deaths, but there's still room for improvement. Here with more on suicide prevention is Stan Collins with the San Diego Suicide Prevention Council. Stan, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Now, the Suicide Prevention Council here in San Diego has set this really interesting goal to reduce suicide rates to zero. How do you plan to do that?
Through various different efforts, through collaboration with the Up to Us effort, the social marketing campaign here in San Diego, but specifically through the Suicide Prevention Council, providing trainings, working with law enforcement, those in the medical profession, those in education, so that getting this information out to everybody. Just like CPR, everybody should know how to respond to someone who's at risk for suicide.
What's working the best so far when it comes to prevention, and what needs improvement?
I think what works the best is simply having people be educated. Unfortunately, we have a reluctance to educate ourselves about suicide until it's too late. And it's hard to be proactive, and people can be forgiven for that because our brains don't want us to think that the people we care about are thinking about that. But we have to pay attention to the warning signs, and for that to happen, we need to know about them.
And you have a personal story. This affected you when you were 14.
Yeah, that was my impetus for what I've spent my entire adult life trying to prevent suicide. Unfortunately, I grew up in Poway, and I lost one of my dear friends as a freshman in high school. And looking back a few years later, after I became educated about suicide prevention, what I realized is that had someone taken just a little bit of time to educate me on what to look out for, more importantly, what to do, I think that I could have saved him.
Let's talk about that. The top warning signs that someone might be thinking about suicide are certainly, they talk about burdening others. They're a burden to others. They say goodbye to their family and friends, either on Facebook, online, or in person. They tend to put their affairs in order. They're trying to get everything or give away things. And most importantly, they talk about death or wanting to die, and you might see them looking for ways to kill themselves. For instance, looking online with for a gun, or trying to find ways to do this. If someone is in that situation, what should you do? What should you say? What should you do if you find yourself coming up to somebody you know who's facing these? If
you notice the warning signs, and even if it's not a warning sign that's specifically on the list, what I try to tell people truly is trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. And just ask the question and be direct. Are you thinking about suicide? Do you have a plan? When was the last time you thought about it? Although they sound like very simple questions, the closer you are to someone are very difficult questions to ask. But you want to be direct. You don't want to beat around the bush with this. You want to find out what's going on so that we can address it. And by giving the word suicide, by putting it out there, you're letting the person know that you're willing to talk about it, you're comfortable, and that you're going to get them to the help that they need.
And I think one question people will ask, well, if I bring it up, am I going to make them do it? Are they going to feel like it's okay to do it?
Yeah, and unfortunately that's been a fear for a long time, that talking about suicide causes it to happen. But there's numerous research studies that show that talking about it actually reduces risk of ideation and suicide intent, but also that people are more likely to remember warning signs for suicide than they are for heart disease. And I think that's because it's more tangible, because we all seem to know someone.
When you do address someone, ask them, are you thinking about committing suicide? You also have said listening is key, not necessarily bringing up cliches. Tell us about that.
Well, a lot of times people are so worried about saying the wrong thing, they don't know what to say, so that they don't speak about it, or they revert back to what their parents told them when they got dumped for the first time, or when bad things happen to them. And usually we say cliches like time heals all wounds, and there's plenty of fish in the sea. But what that does is it takes the legitimacy out of what that person is experiencing.
And folks don't have to go this alone. There's a 24-hour access hotline people can call.
Absolutely, yeah. It's very intimidating dealing with a mental health crisis yourself or with a family member. Anytime, 24 hours a day, you can call the San Diego County Access and Crisis Line. And it's not just for the person in crisis. If you're the caretaker and you're not sure what to do, what to say, where to, what type of resources this person needs, call them. They can walk you through the entire process. They're staffed by qualified therapists, and they're there to answer any questions you might have.
All right, I want to let people know that number is on the screen, 888-724-7240. That's 888-724-7240, and there's more information on our website. Stan Collins, thanks very much.
Thanks so much.